Hey everybody, I'm Flavia Del Monte from flaviliciousfitness.com, bringing you your Wednesday workout. We are continuing our muscle building series. If you missed week 1, go ahead and have a look at that. That's our lower body we're working. Today we're going to be doing our chest, our back, and our shoulders. So we're going to be doing some heavy weights, low reps. We're going to be doing some light weights with high reps, and that's really going to help us build muscle. Of course, you want to make sure that you're eating enough as well. So if you're purely just trying to build muscle, I would go ahead and times your body weight by 16. If you find that you're gaining too much fat, make sure that you're measuring, every week. If you're gaining too much fat, then just drop it down to 15. You can drop it down to 14. Probably wouldn't go any lower than that if you're really trying to build muscle. But you have to remember you're breaking down your muscles and you need food, you need the energy to repair the tissues. So you're not gonna be building any muscle without eating enough. So again, us women, we're not going to be building like gigantic muscles or anything like that. You need a lot of testosterone and it has to be pretty intentional. So don't be afraid to increase your calories if you're just trying to build some muscle. So we're looking at 2 to 5 pounds. Definitely that's achievable on a woman. So I am in my fourth month of pregnancy, so I can't be lifting too heavy. So I'm going to be starting off with some 15-pound dumbbells for our first exercise, which is going to be a chest press. We're going to superset that with a cable row. We're going to be doing 3 sets. First set is going to be 12 reps. Our second set is going to be 10 reps, and our third set is going to be 8 reps. And we're going to do that because we're going to be increasing the weight with each set. I should say that these aren't exercises for pregnant women. I'm just doing a few reps, so if you're pregnant, don't do this workout. I will be coming out with pregnancy workouts soon, so yeah, don't mistake the fact that I'm pregnant for you being able to do these workouts. So I'm being very, very cautious, and I'm using light weights, and I'm not doing a lot of reps. So let's start with our superset. We're going to be doing 12 reps. You want to be keeping your feet flat on the ground. The reason I'm doing this is just to support my back a little bit more. You want to come all the way down till your elbows are parallel, and then push up, thinking about using your pecs. Going to sit up, you want to rest the weights on your knees to help bring you up. You don't want to be just dropping the weight down. That's how you can really cause injuries in your shoulders. Okay, so we're going to superset our chest press with some seated cable rows. We're going to be doing the exact same thing, 12 sets or 12 reps for the first set, 10 reps for the second set, and 8 reps for the third set, increasing the weight as we go. Some key things here is that I'm thinking about bringing my shoulder blades together. I'm keeping my chest nice and high. And as I'm pulling the weight, I'm pushing it down all the way, like as far down as I possibly can. I don't want to be bringing it up here because we want to be stimulating the lower back. So I'm actually pushing it down and bringing it right to my body. Okay, so after we're done our 12 reps, reps, we are going to rest for 90 seconds and then start on our second set. Okay, so starting off our second superset, we're gonna be doing some machine flies. You can definitely do cable flies instead or do it on an incline bench with some dumbbells. So we're gonna be doing 3 supersets. We're gonna be supersetting with an incline high row, and we're gonna be doing both exercises for 3 sets. The first set we're gonna be doing 15 reps. The second set we're gonna be doing 12 reps, and the third set we're gonna be doing 10 reps, again increasing the weight with each rep. Resting 90 seconds in between. I should say, rest 90 seconds in between each exercise, so after each superset. As with almost every single exercise that I show you, you want to be keeping your chest up. You want to gaze forward, and you want to be engaging the pecs. If you have these handy ones up here, I like to use them. Okay, so without rest from the machine flies, we're gonna be supersetting with incline high rows. We're gonna be hitting our rear delts and a lot of our back muscles as well. So I kind of just, because there's so much weight in my hands, I kind of guide myself down and rest the weights rest the weights on the bench, and then I rest my body before I actually bring the weights down. That's gonna really help prevent injury. So for here, we want to start with our arms straight down and then bringing the dumbbells up. You want to stick your elbows nice and on a 90-degree angle, okay? And then bring them back down. So out and back down. Starting fairly light because we want to be doing 15 reps. And then we're going to be increasing the weight with the next set because we're going to be doing 12 reps. And then again, increasing the weight again for the final set, which is gonna be 10 reps. These ones, you can really feel them burning. Okay, we're gonna rest for 90 seconds and start with our third exercise. Okay, moving on to our third exercise. We're not gonna be doing a superset here. We're just gonna be doing some one arm dumbbell rows, and we're just gonna be switching back and forth from one arm to the other. So for here, you wanna be taking a pretty wide stance, and we don't wanna be putting all of the pressure on the side. We want to be kind of angled in the middle. We wanna start with our arms straight, and we wanna gaze upward. We want to keep our abs nice and tight, and we just want to row up to our body. Taking out any momentum because we just want to be using our back muscles. And still I am. I'm not, rocking back and forth using everything else, every other muscle. So after 15 reps, we're gonna switch to our other side, and we're gonna do 15 on this side as well. And then after that, we're gonna be doing our second and third set with the exact same weight. We're gonna do 15 reps for all 3 sets. Okay, moving on to exercise number 4. We're not gonna be supersetting this. We're gonna be doing a shoulder press. We're gonna be doing 3 sets, and we're gonna be increasing the weights with each set. So we're gonna do 12 reps for the first set, 10 reps for the second set, and 8 reps for the third set. So you could probably increase the weights by about 2.5 pounds. Probably increasing it by 5 each time is gonna get pretty fatiguing for our shoulders. So we are going to start with the shoulder press. We want to be bringing our elbows down to about shoulder height. You don't want to be bringing them too low. And you want to push them right up, essentially touching each other above your head. Nice, slow, and controlled movement. Next week, we'll be talking about the tempo. Do seated for this exercise because we're going to be able to lift a little bit heavier because we're taking out the glutes and the balance essentially out of it while we're standing. So that's why I chose to do a seated dumbbell press instead of a standing. So we're going to rest for 90 seconds and then we're going to grab some heavier weights and do our second and third set, which is 10 reps and 8 reps. Okay, so finishing up the workout today, we're going to burn out the shoulders. We're going to be doing some lateral raises just with the dumbbells, superset with some front raises. You probably want some pretty light dumbbells for this. We are only doing 3 sets of 8, so not too light. We want to make sure that we are fatiguing around the 7 and the 8 rep range, but we're going to be doing 2 supersets without rest. So we want to make sure that we're lifting somewhat lighter, a lot lighter than the shoulder press for sure. I have some 5s with me. So we're going to be starting out with 8 reps on the lateral raises. And you don't want to be going more than shoulder height because that's when you're going to start causing some injury. So just bringing it up to shoulder height is completely fine. And we want slow and controlled movement. Again, we don't want to be just like dropping the weights down. We want to be focusing on working our delts on the way up and on the way down, the eccentric and the concentric. So as soon as we're done the 8, we're going to go right into front raises. Again, lifting up to shoulder height. Are going to rest for 90 seconds and then we're going to be doing our second set, superset 8 and 8, and then our third superset is going to be 8 and 8 as well. Okay, so that concludes our second workout for muscle building. Make sure that you check out day 1, which was legs, and if you're looking for a complete muscle building program, go to curvilicious.com. If you have any questions, comments, post them below, and make sher that you visit me at flaviliciousfitness.com for some post-workout nutrition. We want to make sure that we're eating some good, healthy protein and carbs following these workouts to make sure that you repair the tissues that you've damaged, which is a good thing. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.